Hi everyone, welcome to my Action Research Symposium on the importance of phonemic awareness in early literacy. My name is Tina Tran. I'm a Curriculum and Instruction Master's student at Sac State. The problem I address with my research is to improve early reading literacy skills for newcomer English language learners, meaning that they moved into the United States within the past year with little to no English skills. The purpose is to provide an emphasis on phonemic awareness using multiple strategies and increase their overall reading skills. Educators really tend to focus mainly on phonics, leaving out a part of the necessary reading skill, phonemic awareness. The context of my study is within my diverse K-5 school, 16 English learner students from my second grade class varying from different language backgrounds. These are the research questions that I addressed in my action research. What helped guide me into choosing these questions are also some of these literature. They explain how it is important to develop good readers by focusing early literary skills in young age children. And Herbert even explains how some failure to learn students are actually a refusal to learn due to cultural embarrassment. For my action research, I ran small reading groups that consisted of 30 minutes a day, 3 days a week, each group having a different curriculum focus that develops different literary skills. So I used Haggerty, Scholastic Guided Reading, and SIPS curriculum. The chart on the bottom here shows their groups and their curriculum focus that they worked on. The qualitative data varied from surveys and field notes being coded into reading skills. And in analyzing my quantitative data, the assessment score from each student was used to see if the increased reading literacy at any rate above just one level or just not at all. So some of the quantitative data were assessments used in our second grade class overall as a school from K through 5. So basic phonics skills test, Deutsch sight word, and Fontes and Pinnell reading level. In round one, for the qualitative data, I collected survey results and coded them to examine the exposure students had for academic sources, not related to school. So at home, help from siblings, parents, or library community resources. And I also collected the initial assessment data. The survey results showed that all students had little to no help outside of school, except for access to technology, which is the blue bar shown here. And the quantitative data put every student reading at a kindergarten level or not yet reading, a pre-reader. For my next round, I wanted to include student field observations to see if students were utilizing these reading skills independently, which meant that they were learning from them. After running the groups in round two, I collected the ongoing assessment data and field notes. I coded these field notes to form my qualitative data. I marked when students used different reading skills and sorted these reading skills based on the curriculum it came from. I then correlated my data and found that the more students did sight word reviews, their score went up in their second grade Deutsch word assessment. So it was a positive correlation. I found the students were using their new reading skills and that Scholastic was used most. The descriptive statistics show an increase in every score for every student from round 1 to round 2. Following into round 3, I wanted to do more observation based on free choice time to correlate that with their sight word increase and to examine which curriculum strategy was used most. Coming into round 3, unfortunately, due to COVID-19 challenges, I had to comprise fictional data to round out my action research. So of course I would run the reading groups as normal, but I wanted to add in observations that were coded either into a free choice board of what they did or what strategy they used if they were reading independently. I correlated their free choice board scores with their sight word scores and would find a positive correlation here. Overall, I found an increase in reading skills from round 1 to 2 and from round 2 to 3. My next steps would be to continue to work with each student on their gaps in reading abilities. My overall project findings I found were positive. In terms of curriculum use, when students read independently, Scholastic was the most used and SIPS was being the least used. The descriptive statistics from each round show that although growth was slow, there was a positive effect overall in each group. Round 1, they started at a kindergarten reading level, may not even be reading at all, just learning new skills. And from round 2, they were putting these skills to use independently, as some students were now reading at a first grade level. And I believe they would have caught up to reading at grade level by round 3. They were learning to read due to developing literary skills. For the future, I learned that my action research has positive results overall and also showed an effectiveness to small group instruction. SIPS was comprehensive in touching upon each reading skills, whereas Haggerty focused on just phonemic awareness and Scholastic focused on sight word and phonics skills. Not just one reading skill should be worked on, but students need to be exposed to multiple reading skills to grow as wonderful readers, kind of laying that foundation for them. I want to continue to put my action into practice in the coming years due to these positive implications and helping my English learner students in reading. Thank you so much for listening and coming to my symposium. If you want to know more, visit my ePortfolio at the website below. Thank you.